Hello and welcome back, friends. If you're new around here, I'm Big Gatah. If you came looking for the sharpest tennis bets, you're right where you belong. We're covering Wimbledon. We finally made it to the quarterfinals. Yes, yes, we're here. Finally here. So pop into the comments, give me your predictions and picks for what you got going on for tomorrow, and make sure you check the pinned comment as well to see what I'll be playing. And don't forget, if you enjoyed the breakdowns, please make sure you give the video a like. If you want to get these picks as soon as they're uploaded, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're feeling generous for the wins, for the free picks, there's a link in the pinned comment below. And without further ado, we're going to keep getting back into it. Man, just finished the Yannick Sinner match with Dimitrov. Man, I anybody with a heart feels bad for Grigor Dimitrov today. I feel bad for him. I mean, I wanted him to lose, but I did not want him to lose like that. And he wasn't about to lose, which is the other thing. This may have been the first time in a while where I was like, if I lose this bet, fuck me. Like, fuck me. This guy is playing his ass off. And out of nowhere, pectoral injury, goes to the back, comes out crying. It's over. Up 2 sets, 2-2 in the third set with Sinner. I can't believe it. It is what it is. We had that bet. We took Yannick Sinner over 18.5 total games. And we also took Ben Shelton over 3.5 sets. Bang and avoid. So I count it as a double win because my ticket is green. And yours should be too. So you should be getting a decent payout for those if you play them today. And we had one more ticket, which was Novak Djokovic to win in straight sets. He dropped the first set 6-1 to Alex de Minaur. You can't make that stuff up, man. A historical, terrible first set in Wimbledon for him. One like that hasn't been seen in over 10 years, apparently. So there it is. Can't do much with that, but what we can do is we can move on to the only two matches that we have for tomorrow. So let's get into those. We have going first. We have a very common head-to-head. We have Taylor Harry Fritz going against Karen Khachanov. And Khachanov and Fritz have played each other twice so far. Khachanov being the wiser. He's won 4 sets on the hard court to Taylor Fritz. Both matches were over 5 years ago. So, doesn't really matter now. This will be the first time they play each other on the grass. And given the current form both of these guys are in, who are we leaning towards? If you're American, I better not hear you say Karen Khachanov. But, I mean, I'm just kidding. Support who you want to support. It's all just sports at the end of the day. Me, personally, I'm still rooting for Taylor Fritz because he's been playing really well. Jordan Thompson didn't really give him the match he was looking for. He got rid of him in that first set pretty convincingly and then was up 3-0 in that next one. It sucked because we took him to win in under like 34 games, which they voided the ticket, but it was a hit at the end of the day. He was dog walking over him. And then we have Khachanov, who went against Mike Borges, Mochizuki, and McDonald. So far, he's only dropped 2 sets. Now, Taylor Fritz didn't have the opportunity to drop a set in his last match, but he has dropped one in every other one before that. The last time they did play each other, which was 5 years ago, that went to a third set as well in Brisbane. Just looking at some people that they've gone against. Let's see. So the only losses Khachanov has had this season has been to Diallo and Bublik. Fritz beat Diallo in a 5-setter. Diallo beat Khachanov in straight sets. Granted, it was his second match on the grass. He seemingly has gotten his bearings. He made it to the quarterfinals of Wimbledon. So, what do we think about that? So let's look into it. So Taylor Fritz. This crap. What is this crap? Taylor Fritz is 12-1 so far on the grass. Khachanov is 8-2 this season. All right, sorry, I'm having slight technical difficulties here. All right, so looking at the history that these guys have had on the grass, Taylor Fritz has had 4 in the past year. Over the past 365 days, he's lost 4 matches on the grass. Same with Khachanov. Actually, no, he's lost more. He lost 1 more match. So, both of these guys play pretty well. It's been a while since they've seen each other. Let's see what the total games is at. It's at 40. Taylor Fritz had 17 aces against Davidovich Fokina. Khachanov had 10 against Maivchuk. 11 against Borges. A bit weird, but something is telling me, because things have been getting weird, that we're going to get a weird Taylor Fritz tomorrow. I'm still rooting for him, but something's telling me we're going to get... Something's going to be up with that serve. Something's going to be up with that serve tomorrow. Is it just me? Is it just me? I don't know, man. Something, I feel like that serve... Would you think I'd be crazy if I took him for double faults? The line is at 3. It's even money. 2.5. It's a crazy thing to go for, but I mean, It's minus 110 for him to get 3 double faults here. Let's see, what is it going to 4 sets going to be like? That's been a pretty reliable bet for us on the channel, right? It's minus 166. That's better price than him winning, just like Ben winning was at minus 400, but him to get to a 4th set was what, minus 160 or something like that? Minus 175. This is the same type of bet. Over 3.5 sets, it's minus 166. I don't see either one of these guys winning in straight sets. That it could very well. Yeah. I'm trying to look at Khachanov's return percentage. It's at 43% in this last match. But it was 33 against Borges, who had a pretty decent serve. But he beat him anyway. 33% against Felix Auger-Aliassime back in Halle. Still won. 40% against Zizou Bergson, won in straight sets. So he's gone against some people with some really good serves. When he lost to Diallo, it was at 32%. So it looks like he cannot win with a 32% return rate. Or below that. 33 or below. How's Taylor Fritz been returning? %. Oof. We already know he can return. He went against the fastest serve in Wimbledon history and won the point. So that's not the worry right now. His reflexes are definitely on 10. Even though he won the match with 29% return points won. Percentage. 53 out of 185. Crazy numbers. If you wanted to keep it simple, just take Taylor Fritz to win the match. We're not going to be sitting here all day talking about 2 matches, right? Get in and get out for you guys. And put into the pin com what you guys are looking for, okay? And then the next one we have, last but not least, obviously, is Cam Norrie going against Alcaraz. Cam Norrie has made it to the quarterfinals. I don't think anybody saw that coming. If you did play that, please put in the pin comment, because your future is in sports betting. All right, so we got Mr. Alcaraz. If I could just find the lad. All right, they've played each other 6 times. And it was 2 years ago. What the fuck? Okay. I did not expect these stats. Okay, they've played 3 times on the clay, 3 times on the hard courts, and Cam Norrie has 2 wins. The most recent one, and one about 3 years ago. I don't think the matches before 2023 really matter. There's been a big evolution in the players since then, right? So we can kind of like look at them, but take them with a grain of salt. Went to 2 tie breaks in Cincinnati, and then Norrie ended up taking that third set 6-4. Alcaraz wins on the clay in Buenos Aires in 2023. And then later that year, just a week later actually, Cam Norrie beats him in 3 sets in Rio de Janeiro. So there's yet to be a grass match between them. And Cam Norrie has had a tiebreak in almost every match. He's been showing some high quality tennis, I'm not gonna lie. He's been balling. But will it be enough against Carlos Alcaraz? I just don't think so. But we've been surprised by more. We talked about De Minaur getting a set off Djokovic. I did not think that happened. But then you have people having their historically worst first sets ever happening right now. So you can't be too sure. So I want to say there's a set spread. It's probably 2.5, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Minus 2.5 would not take a straight set winner for this match. I would take a 1.5 for Alcaraz. I wonder what that's worth, if anything. Give a quick look-see. Minus 700. Jesus. Let's see. Total games. Well, they definitely had some sets off of each other, and out of the two of them, we haven't even gone over their stats on the grass, right? Individually, in the same video, at least. Oh, they're trying to be funny. So Alcaraz, as we know, has a 90%. Now he has a 90% win percentage on the grass. After that win against Rublev, he's now a 90 percentile winner on the grass. That is so crazy. He is on a damn. 20, what is it? 22 match win streak now. 23. Jesus, someone stop this guy. So one thing about Alcaraz is he's been dropping a set in every match against people that are playing well. I want to root for the Brits here, but I also want to be a little bit logical, right? Like if they're getting a set, if they don't, the games, total games. Alcaraz only had one match at Wimbledon so far that was under 29 games. Which, on my sports book, is the lowest that I can take him for winning. Or him winning over 19.5 games. Oh, I like that. Yeah. I like that. Cam Norrie gonna make him play. And I like Cam Norrie getting at least 5 games in the set. A good 2 times. I think he can push the needle a bit. And if he takes a set, then we're like in super good money. So that kind of covers that. Yeah, I think I'm going to probably lock that in. I'll give a good look over to what I have in the other markets and stuff like that and see if there's anything else. Maybe like at least to win 2 sets. Or not to win at least 2 sets for Cam Norrie, maybe. That's probably worth nothing. This is probably the best value we can get. And let's see if we can get Cam Norrie to get what? We fell for the bait last time, right? I was like, what happens if Rublev comes out swinging. Da, 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 da. Will he get over 13.5 games? Da, 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 da. He did. But if that happens, will Alcaraz get? He did. So the trend here has been that Alcaraz is winning the match, but he's not doing it easily ever. That's kind of the synopsis with how he's been playing on the grass in Wimbledon so far. All these matches have been like a bit tough for him, even though he's winning. And I think it's merely because he's like just in the best form out of everybody. I don't think it's because he's actually better on the surface. I think he's just better at the sport. So I think that's what's getting him by right now. You guys can let me know if you agree or disagree with that. I like Alcaraz to get over 19.5 games, though. I think, other than the Tarvet match, he's gone over in every match. Let's see. Struff, he had 18 plus 3. That's 21. Okay. Rublev, he had 24. Yeah. Vanini, he had way more than 24, right? He had 20. He had 20 in the first 3 sets. He ended with 28. So I like these two picks, and they're both decently priced. Both together are like plus 203. So I'll probably have that as what I'm playing for tomorrow. If there's any parlay specials, we can look to see if there's any of those. Um, I see Carlos Alcaraz to win the first set 7-5 or 7-6 is plus 240. Some other ones here. Carlos to win his first 3 service games of the match to 15, 30, or 40. Cam Norrie to win the match in over 33 games, plus 550. Yeah, no, we'll look into this. But I like those two picks for the day. We're going to just get this in for you guys for tomorrow. Sorry I talked too long. I just wanted to be thorough because I want you guys to win money, and I want to win the money too. So I don't want to hide anything about what I'm finding as well. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Let's get into the second half of the quarterfinals, and good luck to you all. Let me know what you're playing. I love you all. Hope you're loving yourself. Take care of each other. Be well. Okay. Good day.